Good afternoon, this is Caleb Ragnar. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at one of our 2023 Jayco North Points 82 FLRB, or as we here like to call it, the Flurb. This unit is warranted for full-time RV living. And just to take a step back, show you some of the features we're going to have on here. We are going to have that handrail leading up into the actual unit. This is going to have those floating steps on that friction hinge, so pretty much they will float right there in place. No weight that you have to hold on to on these. Adjustable legs here for, setting up at the campground. We got a big rock or a hole there. Easily able to bypass that by setting it up. Now we do have the slide out right here. Thankfully this friction hinge is going to be held up right at the top, so the door is not going to have the chance of either being open and you potentially being able to actually close this in on the slide out and damage that door. It is going to have 5-star handling, and of course, Jayco's boasting that 2-year limited and 3-year structural warranty on this product right here. Just taking a quick peek underneath, we are going to see there's your low point drain for the fresh water tank right there. And then those 3 hoses are going to be the overflow for that system. And as you see there, enclosed underbelly, everything is nicely wrapped up to prevent any salt, debris, or giving you that extra layer of insulation should you be camping during those colder months. We've got our 2 leveling jacks right here, 2 front landing gear, and you are also going to have another set of 2 leveling jacks in the back. Moving up around this first slide out right here, you are going to have a spray port, be able to hook up an outdoor hose here. Other low point drains here. This is going to be for that actual hose system as well. And then you're going to have your pass through right here for some wires to be able to run through in case you wanted to hook up to your power supply inside here for a television. Now this unit is going to have your central vacuum system. You'll be able to turn it on out here as well as inside. Any light like this is going to be motion sensor, so you'll have the option to have it always on or activating that motion sensor setting as well. Also pointing out in here, you are going to have that jug. That's going to be for your fresh water. Separate water pump for that entirely for you to be able to utilize that, not have to bring all those water bottles. Let's go take a look around the other side to take a peek at the other side of the storage. And beautiful thing about the North Points here at least, you are going to have quite a bit of extra propane on these units here. Just to show you, you'll have one of your 3 40-pound tanks, as well as access to that front landing gear there in case you ever needed to do any maintenance. Now both your side markers are going to be pre-wired for cameras, and you will have that backup camera prep as well. Now at least at Pete's RV, we are having all of our North Points come standard with generator prep for you to be able to get that propane generator installed. Pointing out, you're going to have your actual hydraulic system motors right here and that holding tank in the back for your fluids. On the front side here, we are going to have our other 2 40-pound propane tanks. You'll have your selector right here to be able to choose left, right, and if you do have it in the middle, it will pull off of all 3 tanks. Obviously, if you wanted to pull off of just the one on the other side, close these 2 tanks here, have it in the middle. Over in the back here, we are going to have our battery disconnect switch to be able to disconnect that 12-volt power from running through the rest of the camper. Now, other side of that pass-through here, again pointing out that fresh water container, and then you are going to have your 1800-watt sine wave inverter right there. Another motion sensor, 110-volt outlets, and here you are going to have your control system for your auto leveling by Lippert components right here. They do give you a little reference pad right here to be able to see how to function and operate it. Now this top left-hand light is going to be when you activate your water pump. You've got an option for solar on the side here, motion sensor light above, and then you'll have your B&B Nautilus system for being able to direct whether we're at the campground hooking up to city water, filling up for us to be able to use the fresh water and utilizing that fresh water. There'll also be 2 pump settings for pumping in sanitizer into your actual water, into your freshwater tank, or pumping antifreeze when you need to winterize that camper. Black tank flush located right here, and we do have that water filter on the exterior here instead of being in some hard to reach compartment. Now there is going to be another pass-through right here to run all of those hoses and possible coax connections, depending what you're hooking up to at the campground. Right next to this, we do have the water heater. We do have to get another lid for this. This one, I believe, had some issues with it, so they've already ordered that part. Should be here momentarily. Going to have the furnace exhaust located right there. And then over on this slide out, you're going to have your range hood exhaust right up on top there. And next to that, you've got an access panel to get to the refrigerator here. Just taking a quick peek underneath, you're gonna have that low point drain right there, which is for the actual residential fridge. Now, 2 black tanks on this because we've got the 2 bathrooms. This is gonna be the second black tank flush when you are hooking up down at that port for that back bathroom. You're going to have the first 2 located right here with your pull handles, and then above that, give you a quick, and the other pass through. Now with this one being underneath the slide, they do have this on those pistons. You'd be able to easily access that pass through storage. This compartment right below here is going to be in case you ever wanted to install a macerator. Now just pointing out, there are some panels that we have ordered to replace. There are a couple little scratches right on here, but when bought brand new, we would replace those and bring it back to the standards of a new unit. Now just taking a peek at this back storage right here, this is going to be part of those magnetic latches here. We've got our 50 amp power cord in the back, more motion sensor lights, and there'll be one more compartment on the back end of the unit. Power plug right here on the rear driver's side. Now you will have your actual hitch right here. This is going to have that 4-prong plug and be good for towing an additional 3,000 pounds on the back. 300-pound tongue weight on that, in case you wanted to just put a bike rack. We do have the ladder here to the roof, which is going to be rated for 250 pounds. Let's just go up, take a quick peek, show you up here. You are going to have your 2 solar panels up here. These are going to be 380 watts of additional storage. We've got black tank exhausts over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 vents, 2 air conditioners, both 15,000 BTU, and we've got the skylight right over here. Just to give you a peek up front, probably similar to a lot of the older Jayco products as well, this is going to have an antenna. Now, the one they use on this is the Wine Guard. This one in particular is going to be the Air 360 Plus. So on the interior, you're going to have a gateway on the ceiling that'll allow you to insert your own SIM card from your cell phone provider to be able to get not only satellite, AM, FM radio, but also utilize as a Wi-Fi connection. One other thing to mention about the roof, walkable roof, Magnum Truss roof system. This is going to be rated for 4,500 pounds. So you know if you are in some snowy areas, you're not gonna have to worry about that additional weight bearing down on your camper. All right, let's climb back down, make our way around the front, and go check out the interior. Now, just pointing out, you are going to have that outdoor kitchen. You'll have your 110 volt mini fridge right over here. You will have a sink, no dry sink. They give you the little Jayco bottle opener. You've got some outlets in here, another motion sensor light, as well as that gas griddle that comes complimentary with the unit. Be able to pull that out. You do have an additional little tray right here as well. Plenty of room for you to be able to set up and start cooking some good food right outside of the camper. Now you are going to have your 2 weatherproof speakers right here. So from interior, you will be able to have the indoor system directly on the radio. You'll have surround sound inside, as well as these 2 outdoor speakers. Now this is going to be that other side of the pass-through, pointing out you are going to have hookups for a television back here, as well as up in the front. So 2 options for outdoor TVs. And then last thing to point out, we've got our spare tire crank here. So you'll be able to lower that down, hopefully never have to use it. Oh my gosh, and I almost missed it. You've got your propane hookup right there by that griddle, and that black tubing is where you'll be able to put your stinky slinky, your septic hose, right near those black tanks. You don't have to worry about trying to keep that in your pass-through storage compartments. This unit will also have 2 awnings. You're gonna have one over your pass-through and outdoor kitchen setup right here, and then another one that's gonna stretch out over that slide out. Also pointing out, you do have that security camera over the door. Now let's just take a step on in right here. Now with it still being cold, we did take the tablet out. Best to bring those in the winter if you're gonna have these sitting out. But through this tablet, you are going to be able to control slide outs, awnings, lights, You'll be able to control your entire HVAC system, AC, and heat, as well as view some of the stats from your solar panel. There's going to be an application you can download through that for the BM Pro tablet to be able to do all those same controls right from your phone. And if you are connected to Wi-Fi through the tablet, you could leave the dogs in here and know that you'd be able to view exactly what that interior temperature is in case you guys went out somewhere nice for dinner. Now there is going to be a little coat closet right here upon entry. And then you got a spot right underneath here to be able to put your shoes. We'll go over the bedroom first here. You're going to have plenty of drawers. Every drawer glide from Jayco is going to be rated for 75 pounds, though probably won't have that for socks, but when it comes to the kitchen, being able to take those extra pots and pans will be very handy. More storage overhead. This is going to come standard with that television in the bedroom. There'll be a charging station for all 12-volt appliances. Got your fire exit right here. More drawers underneath the little bench. And then this is the switch that would allow you to turn on that security camera. Now, any of these that you see, these are your climate control sensors. Any outlets powered by the inverter, in most cases, should have that sticker on them saying inverter powered outlet. So you know once you do power that up, you know exactly which outlets you can plug in. Another spot to be able to hang coats, shirts, dresses. You will have the sliding doors right here leading into that bathroom. Lovely, beautiful laid out bathroom here. The full bath in the back. You're going to have that walk-in shower with the seat that can go down, skylight right overhead, and then you're going to have each individual his or her, or you know, these day and age, her and her, him and him, porcelain sinks over here. Plenty of drawers going down in that middle corner, and then you're going to have the two windows. Now you will have those pull-down blinds right there to be able to block out any sunlight, and then you'll have just the mirror in the back next to your porcelain toilet. Now, just pointing out, this unit is going to be washer dryer prepped, so you will have those hookups if you wanted to install one of those washer dryers. We'll just have to remove those actual shelves, and then you've got the spot right here to install that dryer vent. Now in the bathroom, you will have one of the Max Air fans. This one does not have the rain sensor on it, but it's going to provide you with lots of ventilation in case you do not want to turn on that air conditioner. Now with those ACs, it is going to be the whisper quiet, so the unit is not itself drilled into the actual roof, which is going to make things not as noisy. All of these ducts are going to be rotational. You'll be able to rotate them, be able to close them in case you don't want air coming through, and be able to better control that whole cooling system. Now the bed is going to be on a slide. Throughout the unit, you are going to see a couple of these remotes. These are going to control everything from your lights. This one has the kitchen ceiling, all interior and all exterior lights. Push the button, turn them on or off, hold the button down, and you'll be able to dim them. Cup holders in the back on each his and her side right there. And then you will have a little bit of storage underneath the bed. This is going to, at least for the 382 FLRB, have two collapsible chairs. You're going to have your water filter. You're going to have that hose to hook up when pumping in either antifreeze or sanitizing solution into the freshwater tank. You've got that hose for the outdoor shower on the water side and the spray port on the entertainment side. Freshwater or water filter wrench right there. The bag right there is going to have everything for your central vacuum system. And then you've got the actual tool to lower your spare tire. Definitely always recommend just being a little cautious lowering this down. It is plywood. We don't want to be damaging anything. And then another door, sliding door right here to block off the master bedroom from the rest of the actual coach. We can see that this one right here, just want to point out, does have controls to extend and retract your slide out. These remotes do come off the wall, so if you got little ones, this might be the one to hide from them so they don't start playing around with the slide outs. Now right here on that kitchen island, just want to show you do have a switch here. This is going to be the pump for that water jug down below in the front pass-through storage. It is not only going to be connected for your ice maker and water dispersion from the fridge, but it'll also be for this, which looks like a soap pump, but it is for fresh water. So you'll be able to easily connect to that. We've got the one base sink here on our solid countertop island, and then just showing you the half bath right here. Still porcelain toilet, medicine cabinet right in here, and then you'll have the actual vent right above. All controls are going to be right here for both lights and the controls to open and turn on your actual vent. Now for the one right up above, this is going to be another Max Air. This is one, they are replacing this one as well, something we had to cover with warranty, so those are the parts that you see here. And you're going to have the controls to be able to open, close, and select the actual speed for this vent. Residential fridge. Now this is going to be nice. You're going to be able to turn that inverter on if you want to power this while driving down the road. Inverter, very handy for that. Now you're going to have your 4-burner stove, large residential size appliances here, and you would be able to cook a turkey in this. If you wanted to have Thanksgiving in the camper, it is an option. Now this system is going to come with J Voice, which is going to be that little white component right there on the ceiling. Pretty much you say, hey Jayco, there's going to be a list of commands listed right here that you are able to say and control this camper literally just by shouting out a few phrases. More storage over the actual microwave area. This is a lot of people's favorite thing in the kitchen. You've got the actual pull-down spice rack for all your good seasoning while you're getting fancy in the kitchen. Again, pointing out 380 watts of solar. And again, lots of storage over here for kitchen, dining room, eating, whatever your heart desires to bring along on your camping trips. Now, just showing you quickly underneath the sink here, you are going to have the sink covers. There's going to be the drawer that pulls out here. You'll have the cutting board to go over the sink, as well as the dish drying rack as well. Now with your dining room table, these are going to be your stationary chairs. You are going to be able to have a little bit of storage underneath these two, not the collapsing chairs underneath the bed. And also, I'm going to probably need 2 hands for this. Let's see. Yes, we do. You will have that extension on the table. There will be a little bit of storage underneath, and then you literally just lift up and push right back in before bringing in that slide out. Now for the windows, these are going to at least be the crank you'll be able to twist and open for those frameless windows on the exterior, while these on the side are going to be able to lift right up. And we'll have a couple spots right there to actually clip into place. Now there is going to be your power tower. Push it down once, it'll pop up. You can charge your phone by laying it directly on it, and that tower will come up for you to be able to access 2 separate USB ports and a couple of 110 volt plugs. Now right here is going to be that central vacuum system. You're going to be able to just lift this up and sweep anything you need into it, and then right here is where you'll be able to attach that hose. Furnace is going to be located right underneath here, so here's your intake vent. They just recommend making sure to not block that. We've got a GFCI outlet and controls for our televator. So double-sided with the TVs. You'll be able to watch one television while hanging out in the kitchen, and then the other one while you are hanging out up in that front living room area. You're going to have opposing trifold sofas here on the right and the left with your theater seats, the recliners with built-in heat and massage, and an underlight right here in that main living area. Now, touching back to what I had pointed out on the roof, this is going to be the actual gateway. You'll have your on and off switch, and then be able to remove this cap and insert that SIM card for you to be able to enjoy Wi-Fi connection while on the road. Another one of these remotes just to control the lights. And then you are going to have that 5,000 BTU fireplace right there, and then the radio system, which was another thing we have to get replaced. They do have that part in stock, but they were not able to get it yet today. Now, one of the big things people love about the residential North Points and Pinnacles is it's going to give you that arch ceiling, giving it a bit more of an open feeling. You're going to have more of those residential style light casings there as well. And of course, we love those name brand appliances, Whirlpool and Insignia for our fridge, oven, and microwave. If you guys do have any questions about this unit, feel free to comment down below or message me directly at the number provided. Be more than happy to hear in South Windsor very soon.